No,
There's no point
we're
in you stressing yourself out further.
It's also true.
are fine. I've got everything back up, I think. Waiting for it to all actually come back up proper. That... Waiting for it to show up again on YouTube. There it is. Well, that was fun. Alright.
And it's for
Back
friends
up.
who do stuff together.
Alright.
You is for
Everything
you and
is
me.
fixed, I think.
Hopefully.
Alright, where were
uh,
we?
What happened? What?
So, yes. So you all had, Garak decided to, on her own, to stay in the room, as you all finished your meal and were led to the war room by one of the servants.
We can't fight in
room
here. This is the war room.
The room that you were led to, is very small in comparison. He, in the center of the room is a long table that is surrounded by chairs. Though they are not pushed up to the table, the chairs are all kind of pushed off to the walls, leaving only a few feet of walking room around the table. A few small light sources illuminate the room, and Korsakev III stands at the far side of the table. It seems as though he's arranged a few quick pieces on his side of the table and a map of the surrounding area on the table center. Says, come in. Apologies. We haven't had to use a proper war room in a while, so the table was moved into this much smaller storage space. We'll use this for now, at least to make our plans. I have hopes that we do not need to set up a more proper room and can take care of this as is. Otherwise, well, bigger room is not going to solve our problems. And he speaks true. Even the chairs that were off to the side, like, you could see that there is a thick layer of dust that that still covers some of them, as they were just moved aside, and you can even see spaces on the floor where it's clear that it has not been properly swept yet, so much as they just picked up boxes that were tucked away in corners and moved them out of the room to give you all space. I know it's not grand, but welcome to our war room. He puts down some small figures on the map. I am going to be receiving intel, as much as I am able, of the surrounding area. Though my contacts with the nearby villages and other factions that I've kind of allowed to be are slow and slim. So it will still take some time before I have anything solid. But if we can set up a means by which we can track Korsakov first, then we can plan around either avoiding or intercepting him as needed.
Well, I've got some good news on that front. Korsakev currently bears my vengeance mark on his forehead. It's a little bit of revenant magic that means I always know where he is. And if he ever finds himself on the side of a cliff, I can throw him off into the breach, but unlikely. Until then, tracking him will be easy.
That is a wonderful boon that you bring to this room, then. And he slides over a piece to you. It looks like a crudely carved skull, potentially a game piece that he's just gathered on short notice. And anytime that you are in the city, feel free to update his location. And we can use that to cross-reference any information that we obtain. It's not going to be perfect, but it may very well be faster tracking through you than through any means that I can provide. And
I will place
as
the piece wherever I sense Korsakev is.
all right, as of right now, it does seem like Korsakov is somewhere to the west. You can
West.
see that there are some small markings on the map. This appears to be a much older map that has just had some markings to update on, like, information that they had obtained about a camp or a newly formed village. And it seems as though currently you sense him at just short of a small encampment. One that does not seem to be allied currently with Behdmeten. And Korsakov III, on seeing the placement, comments on it, saying that encampment, we had received word from some of the traveling merchants that a band of thieves had set themselves up in that area. So, it's not great news if he has already set his sights on others, but at least it's not one of the villages. But in other news, while we do wait to get some more information and we come up with a plan as to how we are going to inform the people, I do have a task for you all in the city, if you are feeling up to it.
And what will you have us do?
Remember that I had mentioned we have had issues with some of the various guilds in Behdmeten.
Mm-hmm.
One of them in particular, I believe, may be of great assistance to us, and would be good to inform early on, though they do not hold my rule in high regard, and as such, they may be a little bit harder to bring to our side. A lot of them were, let's say, a lot of them felt as though they were better off under my father and my father's father. The Guild of Engineers, unfortunately, without us needing much in the way of defense before, and also not really needing much in the way of offense either, have effectively had nothing to do but assist with maintaining the walls and small tasks around the city. But they are very good at what they do, I assure you. There's a lot of the old guard that still remain within the guild. All I ask is that you
Better doubt their capabilities.
all that I ask is that you do whatever you can to get them onto our side, so that we may start early with our preparations for defenses, reinforcing the walls proper, and setting up something to actually protect our gates.
So, a little bit of negotiation, you'd say.
Roll credits.
I think I could handle that.
I leave it in your all's capable hands. Whatever they request, if they need something from the palace, we'll do what we can. Um, just let us know, please. Um, and he gives you all some basic instructions as to how to get to the Guild of Engineers. It seems like they are also more central in the city, so they're not very far from the palace. But he then goes on to say that if you need any additional information or anything else from the city, do let us know as well. Until then, I do also offer an additional boon for you all. It's not going to be available now, but as we work to get some of the guilds under, to help us, I wish to provide their assistance in their capabilities. But in the meantime, we are preparing facilities for you to use should you need to do any artisanry of your own. It's my understanding that adventurers like yourselves tend to make more exotic armaments. And to that end, we will provide. At least areas that you can craft.
I appreciate this offer of space.
He says, feel free to go wherever you need in the palace. My servants will be more than happy to assist you. I I need to meet with some additional advisors. I will leave you all to it. And he goes to leave the room. You are all left alone at this time, and you all have free reign.
Perhaps before we go speaking with the Engineers Guild, it may behoove us to learn a little bit more about them and rest up so that we can go looking our best. I don't think if we waltz up to them haggard, limping, barely alive, that they will feel that victory is assured. Our words may have more sway if they come from a stronger voice. In the meantime, we can learn why they support Korsakef the First, and what might convince them to support Korsakef the Third. Little reconnaissance.
Now, just to make sure I do have this correct, are you proposing that that you do in fact turn this into a day-long respite as you just generally prepare?
At the very least.
Hmm.
Okay. Is anybody else opposed to a respite?
Sounds good to me.
I would like my recoveries back.
And we'll get downtime activities, which are a lot of fun.
All right. Well, in that case then, it does not seem like anybody is opposed, and as such, I want you all to go ahead and take a respite. There should be a button.
Take
I
respite.
believe. Yeah. No, there should
It's
be a
right
button.
under your victories.
Take respite. That should heal you to full, convert all of your victories to experience, which we're not properly tracking, so don't worry about it too much. But it should also give you all of your recoveries back. This will need to be done manually for anybody that's using
Hector?
the NPC slate, such as Hector, um, Garak, and Akron.
Well, I just kind of reset Hector's stamina.
Where do you say this is?
Right under your levels in victory, like in the
Oh,
top
there we
right,
go.
there should be a bed that says "Take respite."
Ah, okay.
Yep.
For some reason Hector's like respite stuff that I always put in there keeps going away. Didn't even have the recovery thing. Which is weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been messing with that.
Mm-hmm. I believe you.
Unless. Nah, I haven't. Dot dot dot. Right. And I did fix Akron for you as well, so they are at full health.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, as part of her respite, you have options. Now, first of all, by default, a respite is a 24-hour period in which you don't do any like adventuring related stuff. Like you're not going out on an adventure. But you can do downtime activities for every 24 hours that you spend during a respite. You can take any number of respites that you want in between adventures, though obviously you all are on a bit of a time limit here, so I'll leave it up to you as to how much time you actually want to spend on this. Obviously, you don't have much guidance just yet, but it is clear that you are expected to speak with the Guild of Engineers sooner rather than later. In the meantime, downtime projects. You can actually see downtime projects on page 293 of the Hero's Guide, and it tells you all of the different things that you can do. This can be things like crafting, imbuing. You can build various things. Um, you can get like
You can go fishing.
You can go fishing. You can try to learn a language. Stuff like that. There's a lot of different things that you can potentially do, and it's all up to you as to what you actually want to do. So, is there anything in particular, like even like not looking directly through, like, is there anything that anybody in particular wants to do? Like, does somebody want to
I got an
try
idea of what I
to?
want to do.
Want to go fishing?
Nope. We're about to be negotiating with the head of the Guild of Engineers. I think I want to try to do the Discover Lore project to learn a little bit about that guy. I know that negotiations have things like motivations and pitfalls, and I might see if I can uncover some of those for him.
Can I work with you on that?
Potentially, yeah. We'll see. I don't know what the project goal is going to be, but I might be able to get it in one. But if not, I would definitely appreciate some help with that.
Mm-hmm.
Or perhaps you assisting might give me an edge, which would be very helpful indeed.
Okay.
I don't think
Well-
I have anything for imbuements.
Well, when it comes to the Discover Lore, that project, we're going to say
I feel like if I'm just trying to learn about a guy, it could be common knowledge.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, we're gonna say it's common knowledge, to like get some surface level stuff about the head of the guild, which is presumably who you're going to be talking to. So, in that case, then I believe,
That's 15.
yep, that is a 15 project goal. So, it also says that that is going to be a reason characteristic for that
Oh.
project.
Yeah.
I do have 2 reason.
As do I.
Right? So in that case, then, as you spend the day kind of just asking around about the guild for anybody that may be familiar, going to roll that project. We're just going to say that you have the project source since you're actively seeking out knowledge on this individual.
All
Like,
right.
you're
And I
actively
would like
talking
to
with people.
I would like to use my society skill for this, since I'm getting some rumors and moving in the political movers and shakers in Behdmeten. That would give me
Makes sense to me.
a benefit here.
And if I remember correctly, when it comes to project rolls, you do a normal roll of 2d10 like usual, and it is just a 1-to-1. Whatever you roll is the amount of project points that you get towards it. Yes.
Exactly. Every edge just adds 2 to it. A double edge adds 4 rather than adding 0 and increasing the tier.
Okay.
It's just a straight 1-to-1. Which, with that in mind, well, actually, no, I guess I'm not gonna, because Oriamis, if I can't get this in one roll, you can use a downtime activity to basically roll on it as well, and we could probably finish that, which would be a lot more than the 2 you would give me from giving me an edge here. So let's see how it goes. Well, I
That is
learned it.
just enough. Wonderful.
Big thing.
Okay. So you ask around the city, about the guy, and it seems like most of the people that you talk to are at least familiar with the name. So they definitely they don't talk about him like he's this grand individual. In fact, a lot of them kind of scoff at his mention, referring to him more as that ornery old bastard. But catching the ear of a couple individuals does allow you to get a bit more insight into what may be going through his mind. Were you looking to learn a pitfall, or were you looking to learn a motivation?
I'd say I'm gonna throw it up to the. You know what? No, let's do a motivation, because that's as good as a pitfall and better.
Okay. In that case, then you learn that he has this is something the that he believes that he shares with the rest of the guild. Um, he has the motivation of discovery. In a lot of ways, the Guild of Engineers has become seemingly useless to a lot of people. Like, they take care of small things here and there, but you'll see engineers that used to build great machines, even if they were machines of war. They used to build grand things and constantly be pushing themselves, and now they're putting together houses and adding another layer to the wall and fixing cracks.
All right.
Definitely,
Well, I know
yeah,
how we
definitely
can use that,
feels.
certainly.
Yeah. All right.
Okay then. Excellent.
Okay. Now, with that, even if you were joining Peregrine on this Oriamis, this is not going to take up your downtime activity. Is there anything in particular that you were wanting to try to do? Just know that it doesn't necessarily need to be something that you can complete right now. You can start a new project if there is like an item that you want. Could start working on something that you believe is going to be helpful later on down the line. Most projects are not necessarily meant to be completed in a day without some assistance.
Can I work on enchanting my armor? Or do I need some sort of prerequisite for that?
Well, there are some first level armor enchantments under Imbue Armor. The Now, technically, you're supposed to have a language prerequisite for like a project source. We are going to be wiping that as like it's going to be assumed that whatever like language you need, you're probably going to be able to find somebody that can kind of meet you halfway on that, at least in this city.
Yep.
As for the
Cosmopolitan city.
as for the item prerequisite, that one might be a little bit more difficult depending on what it is that you specifically want. So, for example, like if you're trying to get an enhancement of disguise that requires the blood of a lycanthrope. A lot of things come through this city, but that not so commonly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was eyeing that and I saw the
Oh,
prerequisite and I'm like, well, that shit ain't happening.
Actually, damage immunity, especially since this is the middle of a desert. Elemental sand might be something a little bit more commonly came across.
Okay. That is specifically elemental sand left behind when an elemental enters Orden from Quintessence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that is pretty fucking spicy. 3 damage types that you have immunity 5 to. But that would be a Eve 150? That's 150 for that project goal.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that you may not be able to work on the armor with this one thing, but you might be able to try sourcing that in this if you wish. That, or if that is something that you're really wanting to try and gain, um, we could turn that into a small adventure as well. But that's completely
Maybe
up to you.
finding the ability to get my hand on that elemental sand left behind when an elemental enters Orden from Quintessence would be something I'd like to work on. Trying to source such sand.
Yeah, that is one of the biggest problems with like crafting things is it does expect a certain it's very specific about its item prerequisites. This is actually something that Gizmo and I have talked about quite a bit, unfortunately. Let's see.
Somebody around Behdmeten must know where this is.
Okay. In that case, we could probably put that to a research project. And I will say, like, if you are able to source it directly, any
Mhm.
or any research, well, any source like project points that you put towards discovering how you can obtain this, I will allow to actually transfer into the actual project once you start it. Just understand that you're not going to be able to work on the proper project until you obtain that material. That sound fair?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that sounds
Okay.
fair.
In that case, then, I'm going to say that this is just above common knowledge. Um, Not many people go around tracking elementals leaving Quintessence. Uh, so I'm going to say that this is going to be obscure. So this is a project of 45. So
Mm-hmm.
what you're going to do, again,
Yep.
this is a reason thing. If you have a skill that you believe is going to apply to this as well, then you can add that to it. It's okay if you don't,
Mm-mm.
and then we're going to start a new project for you based on what you
Mm-hmm.
roll.
So I do roll.
Uh, that was actually trying to see if I can just like put the project on here. I believe that there is a thing for projects that I can just drag onto your projects. Project. There we go. Okay. So
Mhm.
you should now have on your sheet under projects the Discover Lore Obscure Knowledge. Go ahead and click on that for me.
Yep.
All right. It should prompt you to use a skill if you think that you have one. Otherwise, you just hit roll and
Yep.
it
Just
should
a roll.
automatically add those. An 11.
Okay. Not bad.
All right. You start asking around for any information that would lead you to this sand, and it unfortunately does not bear fruit right now. But at the very least, you do have a head start on it. And now that you're getting word out that you're looking for it, hopefully next time it'll be a little bit easier to get some more information on. And who knows, you might run across something that helps you along the way. Anybody else want to start up any projects or do a downtime activity? Beetle, you're next.
Yeah, I'm interested in crafting something.
You have an idea of what you wish to craft?
I think I want to do the black ash dart.
Okay. Is that a consumable treasure? Or
Yes, it is.
black ash dart? Hey.
Mm.
Alright, now that is a project goal of 45. Um,
Okay.
let me actually drag that onto sheet if that's what you're doing. Actually kept up my project. Echelon 1 black ash dart. There you go. Now again, this is just a project source of language. There is a prerequisite, but you come from the College of Black Ash, so I see no reason why you wouldn't just be able to have some black ash.
Yeah, you can keep it on me
College
at
of
all
Black
times.
Ash is everywhere. They can just go to their local chapter and be like, "Hey, you know, I need some
Yeah.
of those
I'll be-
special knives."
Need a little bit of that
Um,
ash. You know what I'm saying?
All
Give
right.
me your
Also,
dust.
I do want to point out that where Shiver started as a criminal, they actually have 120 project points from their background.
That is very true, and they have not actually used that yet. So, that
Oh.
said, you have what you need in order to make this. If you wish to roll on this, you can. Otherwise, you can actually invest 120 like project points wherever you see fit. You don't have to use it on this if you don't want to. You can use it on like a later project.
Question: If
Yes?
they use the project points to complete it that they already have, would they be able to craft other things with this downtime activity?
Yeah, it would effectively just be determined that they had, that they basically had already crafted this beforehand. Like kind of
So
retroactively
basically,
putting it
craft
in there.
things until you have to roll for it, essentially. Or hold on to them and use them on something else.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, because I do. All right. Yeah, yeah. I'll use some points on that, and then I am also interested in the. I've already closed the book. The Lechomp tooth. Is that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one.
All right. Lechomp is which one is
It's another
that under?
consumable.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like maybe a
Ah,
page
there it
over.
is. Yep,
Well, it might
I
not
see it.
be the same layout. I don't know.
I see it.
I gave them
Chomp
the
tooth.
physical book.
Yeah.
That one is 45 as well. A leftover carcass of a Lechomp meal. Interesting. That I bit specific, but it's not too crazy either. So, all right. Well, in that case, what you're going to do is you can, in like the 3 dots next to
Mhm.
your project, you click on that, it should give the option for you to spend career points.
I'll do it on this one first then. All of them. Bonk. All of
All right.
them.
Hey.
And that's what, 90 out of 120?
Yes, that is correct. You should have 30
Yes.
left.
Shit. Okay.
With
That
that,
means if you roll well enough, you might be able to
You should-
complete a third thing.
you
I
should
know, yeah, but
actually
I did not
see. You should actually
prepare
see
for
on
this.
here that under your equipment, it already gave you both a black ash dart and a Lechomp tooth. So for whatever reason, it gave you
Oh,
2
they sh-
Lechomp tooths.
Oh, because it's 1d3 Lechomp teeth per
Ah,
project.
so it actually
It's
already took that
also-
into account.
Yeah, what it didn't take
Mm.
into account is the fact that black ash darts are also 1d3 when you craft them, unless you're a shadow, in which case you just get 3. So they should have 3 black ash darts.
Is that actually
shit.
true? Or are you pulling my leg?
No, that's true. You can look it up. Yields 1d3 darts or 3 darts if crafted by a shadow.
Hmm. Yep, I see it.
I
Right.
mean, it makes sense. That
Yeah, there you go.
that tracks.
I have adjusted that. In the
Okay,
process, I
cool.
am
Is
also
there
going
where do you
to
see the quantities? I don't.
It's
under equipment. It
it's
should
next
be
to
right
project
next to
goal.
them. Oh, you're talking about like
Oh,
what
okay,
they create.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't realize I still had a healing potion.
All right.
Huh.
I remove those projects. You have, you still have another project as well.
Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Humana.
Mm-hmm.
Humana.
Mm-hmm. See, I didn't think I would get this far.
There are a lot of great ones. You could also, if you don't want to like make more consumables, if you look into things like weapon and armor imbuements, that might be something you want to look into.
Could be neat.
Yeah,
Uh.
those typically have a
Oh god.
project goal of about 150. So you're not going to complete them now, but you could get decently far into one.
You could get started. What is it? Okay, imbue weapon. Let's see. Oh.
Oh yeah, I just sent you into the lion's den with that recommendation.
Kind of.
What with the fucking amount of reading here?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll just
There's
give you
charts.
the
There's charts. It's
yeah.
fine.
I'll just give you the quick rundown for it.
Okay.
Every imbuement comes with a +1 damage bonus.
Mm.
The specific imbuement that you do is basically just a little extra, a little bonus that you get.
Um. Mm. Oh god.
I hope that you're preparing as well, Rise, because you also have project points, I think. I could be wrong.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what I want.
Yep, same thing, 120 points from being a warden.
Yep.
What?
You have 120 project points that you can just directly invest in something right now.
Mm,
Like,
got
for
it.
example, um, that... Where was it? That scarab that we were talking about before. Right.
Can I even do that?
The Speaking Scarab. It has a project goal of 150. So if you want to, like if you're wanting to craft a new one, you could either invest it directly in that. Though it does say that you need jewelry worn by a voiceless talker. Um, which because of that, you may instead, if you wish, try to like do some research for lore to see if you can find
Mhm.
either where you can just acquire one, or like acquire the scarab itself, or acquire the jewelry instead, so that you
Mhm.
basically set up a situation like with Oriamus, where I'm going to
Mhm.
let his research carry over into the project.
I guess I should do that.
Also, I'm gonna ask, while you guys are looking into that stuff, Oriamus,
Mm-hmm.
now that you've seen a little bit more of what the crafting entails, um, are you interested in, like, have you thought more about what to do with Garak? Because now you fully see, like, what Garak would be doing in this situation.
I mean, having Gura craft gear, like they can go like research, like, hey, we need to go here to get this part or another,
Yeah,
that
or
would be
craft
nice
it
to
while
have.
we're out adventuring, yeah.
Yep.
Not telling you one way or the other, of course, just saying now you kind of know better
Mm-hmm.
what the deal is.
Well, I think I have decided I would like to work on being terrifying.
Okay.
A fine choice.
Sure.
An absolutely excellent choice. Especially because that goes up. Like when we get to 5th level, you can make terrifying 2. And then sadly there is no terrifying 3, but there's draining, imprisoning, and nova at 9th level, so you got some good options.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's we got a ways to go anyway, so
Absolutely.
it's gonna be all right. Oh God. Okay.
Okay.
So can I
Well,
put like the project point, my remaining project points into it, and then
yeah. I mean, I don't see why not.
okay.
Give me
Is
just
there
one
like?
second.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, take your time. Of course, of course.
You will have to find the preserved intact amygdala of a mind killer.
Hmm.
Might be hard, but I believe
Well,
in you.
Yep. I'm definitely going to say that that would also fall under obscure knowledge. Um,
Given the same
but
deal as Oriamis, where they can be converted when the project's complete.
yep. All right. So you have a
Ooh.
project, discover lore. Go ahead and invest your last 30 into it, if that's what you want to do, and then you can
indeed,
make your
indeed,
project roll.
indeed.
If you get 15 or more, you will have found that amygdala.
Wow, can you imagine? Okay, and I'm rolling. What am I rolling?
You're rolling your reason, and if you can, like, squeeze a skill in there, I would recommend it. Also, it looks like you have an unchosen skill,
What?
looking at your character sheet.
What are you talking about?
Under, like, next to the skills, there's a little clipboard with a question mark.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think you're
fuck.
getting a
What?
skill from something that you haven't yet assigned. What probably happened is you doubled up on skills somewhere. So you need to get more skills, basically. Like you got the same skill from two different sources, so you've got
Does it?
another skill available. If you just click that, it should pop up a thing where you can choose the skill.
Yeah, but no, the only thing I'm able to do is like reconfigure advancement.
Let me see this.
It shows me like 3 separate things, but it doesn't have a.
Select missing trait advancements. Huh. You can, well, hit, what happens if you hit that?
Oh, okay. Well, does it matter which one it's from?
How many skills you might not have a skill from any of those.
I don't understand how. Hmm. And it's not like checked off the ones that I do have selected either.
Weak.
Yeah, but mm. Well, one moment then, I guess.
While you're doing
Shadows
that,
get a lot of skills.
while you're doing that, Celis, have you
Mhm.
decided on what exactly you're wanting to do?
I mean, Scarab would be a good thing to do. I was also just thinking of honing my abilities.
Okay. So
Whether that or improve control.
I will say, improve control might be a weird one for you, where like your companion builds rampage based on you spending your heroic resource. That might be a good one.
It builds it at a steady rate, regardless how much I spend it, doesn't it?
No, it's 1-to-1. So if
yeah,
you
yeah,
One to
spend
one.
less heroic resource, you gain less rampage.
You're right. Maybe just improving the damage.
Improving the damage could be really good.
Yeah, so if I crit myself, I can make sure that I die.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, is that what you want to do then?
The other option you gave me was searching for the treasure.
Yeah, the speaking scarab, which that basically would allow you to that would allow Akron to regain their voice. Basically, what you would have to do is you would have to first do the discover lore to find where you can get that jewelry, and then I will tell you how you can acquire that jewelry. And once you acquire it, you'll be able to put the rest of your time into actually making the scarab. Or alternatively, um, what may be a little bit more difficult to do, but take less research points, is finding out where you can get a speaking scarab directly.
Hmm. And just say get.
Like, go out and acquire it from wherever it's at.
Hmm. Maybe that would be a better option. Hmm. Yeah, I'll try and get it rather than craft it. You said I need to roll for lore, right?
Um, what I would do is I would add the project to your projects tab, and then you can just apply your project points directly to it. Um, in this
Okay.
case, um,
Let me figure out how to write the project. Do I grab the project
when
from the
we're
compendium?
no, don't worry. I'll add it on there. Don't worry. I was
Oh,
just looking that. Oh, the description doesn't necessarily fit for it. Um, I'm basically gonna just like give you a discount effectively, but we're going to turn it into like an actual thing that you need. Um,
hmm.
so that would be not that one. Uh, there. So what you can do is the three dots on under like basically go to the project tab. You should see a discover lore thing
Yeah, I'm
there.
here.
The three dots. Click on that and click spend career point.
Okay. And I should just spend it all, right?
I mean, yep, that's what you can do. Right? That uses your 120 career you had, and effectively, you now have the knowledge of where you can obtain that. Um, and you do know that it is something that you can obtain from around this area. So it's going to be a little bit out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, if you do take the time to go and acquire it, um, which is going a little mini adventure that you go on, then you can just get that item for less than
Okay.
it would normally cost. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
All right. In that case, then you do still have a downtime role that you can. If there's any other things that you want to work on, so like for example, if you want to start trying to hone an ability now, I can put that on there, and you can start working on that as your downtime activity.
Yeah, I'll start that. It should be good
Right?
for me.
There you go. I've put hone ability on there, so go ahead and just click on it, and
Mm-hmm.
if there's any skills that would apply to it, uh, go ahead.
Do I just do draw event from roll table?
Uh, no, you should be able to just click on where it says "Learn from a Master Hone ability."
Oh, okay. Mm. I wonder. I don't think none of my skills. Maybe lore magic? Would that count?
I mean, this is this is basically training, is what you're effectively doing. So I don't think a lore skill would apply here, but something like endurance might, as you're just continuing to work away at this ability to improve it.
Okay.
All right, and that has added 11 to it. Um, that's good. Shiver, you're the last one.
All right. Yes, so I have done my skills, which I don't understand how. Anyway, okay. So I just need to roll reason.
You
And ideally
go
add
to
a skill to it.
projects. And go to
Oh.
projects and click on Discover Lore.
Okay. Ah, okay. Cool. And I have a monster lore skill. And it does require part of a monster, yes?
Yeah, that would do it.
Does.
Okay. Um, anything else special that I need to do
No,
here?
you just click roll. Now that you've assigned your
Okay.
skill, go ahead.
Good, good, good.
Hey!
That is just enough.
All
right. So you do know where you can get
Perfecto.
that.
So,
And you basically spend the time getting information on how you can obtain that kind of thing.
Was there just one on the black
It's
market? The shadow market, you might call it.
I do know people.
you know Peepo?
Yes, I know people. Be big in the black market. All
Always
kinds of
selling monster
amygdala.
parts.
Yes.
Hey, cousin Shiver, you come for monster parts, yes?
Oh, yes, it's a
Yes, yes.
shush.
I have
What's
half
the
a mind to be.
Hey, Shiver, don't worry, we got some weirdos in the shop today.
Ah, yes, well.
You're after, perhaps Manticore penis?
Oh, not today, not today. No, I don't have time for that kind of thing at the moment, but I appreciate you looking out for me. Is why I come back.
But of course,
Uh,
only the best, Shiver.
and what specifically was it that you were trying to obtain in the first place?
Ah, yes. It was a, one
Leave it
moment,
to me,
yes.
I know what Shiver need. It is the amygdala. It is the, yeah, the amygdala of, Mind Killer.
Yes, but it has to be preserved and intact. I know it's a premium, but is what I need.
Everything I have is preserved and intact, Shiver, you know me.
Of course, of course.
All right.
Well, yes.
You want that gift wrapped?
I have half a mind for it.
This is why I love Shiver. They got the jokes
Yay.
over here, always make me laugh.
Yeah, it's true. Yes, please wrap that up. I don't want to be seen walking around in broad moonlight with that. You know how it is.
Yeah, mum's the word.
Yes.
Discreet brown paper packaging.
I have to stab it many times into my daggers.
All right. Well, in that case, then, yes, you were able to find and obtain such a thing. So we're going to go over to another month. Which I will actually have to manually make that, so I'll take care of that in a bit.
Lovely.
In the meantime, you were able to get all your projects either done or started, and you have the information on the that you were some of the information that you were looking for, at least on the head of the Guild of Engineers. Fortunately, due to how long that took and also the technical difficulties, it is already coming up on time.
Good time for it.
So, yes, it is a good time for it. And on Wednesday, we will take care of the actual negotiation. And from there, we will get you started on what comes next. So, apologies for how long everything took, but thankfully we don't have to wait very long to get to the next part.
It happens.
And hopefully I'm feeling a little bit better then.
Hopefully.
I'll bring
Yeah.
the best Oriyamas possible for Wednesday.
Yeah.
A quiet
You don't
one
bring the best
would be
Oriyamas
best
all the
one.
time?
Oriyamas is always operating at 100%.
Yeah, that's the problem. Turn it down.
Mm.
I will see you all
They're
then.
just mad they're not me.
Bye.
Same,
Thank you for
though.
the session.
Good.
Bye. It's always a pleasure.
You're still here. Thank you
Goodbye.
for being here. Hope you have a wonderful
Goodbye.
rest of your night.